didn't know there were so many benefits of a hot tub, stay tuned for this one, everybody. Some experts going to explain this to us. Giddy up. Welcome everyone to the Your Little Castle Show. I get to learn from all of our guests that teach me very valuable lessons about health benefits from hot tubs. Who would have known? I guess that makes sense because this thing creates lots of heat, and from warm water, we all know water is essential to our survival. And just we're going to learn a little bit about how you can benefit from hot tubs. I've had a hot tub for all my life as an adult and as a kid. My parents had one too. But there's just so much you gain health-wise from hot tubs that I didn't realize. We're going to talk about it right here. First, let's give a shout-out. We do have our sponsors of the Your Little Castle Show. Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle. We all have a little castle. Hopefully you have a little castle that also has a hot tub in it, by the way. Carroll House will help you with the furniture. Get yourself a hot tub. It'll make that place even more exciting to live at. And then you might want to invest in your future. Metals, precious metals, go to Cowboy Gold. We're going to talk about that a little bit more on the show. But let's go ahead and put up on the walls the excitement that you guys bring to the house here. And we've got 2 websites, 2 companies, 3 entities altogether, I guess. But as we look at what we've got on the wall here for everybody, we're going to put this, check this out. This is now it's up on the wall behind us. There we go. Hot Tubs of St. Louis. Where else would you get a hot tub in St. Louis except from Hot Tubs of St. Louis? Welcome, Nicole, Dave. Appreciate you guys coming in to visit us here today.
Thanks for the invite.
Well, tell me, what are the benefits? Let's get into that. But before we get into that, I want to ask, I got to stick with my outline here. Mama Rethwish, drama teacher, high school English teacher. You must outline what you do here. But how did you get into this? It's a kind of a unique story, pretty cool, about how you decided to say, hey, I want to get into the hot tub industry. Tell me about that, Dave.
Yeah, honestly, there's a couple stories behind how we got into it. One of the things that I was struggling with was restless leg syndrome. So
Really?
I went to my doctor, and he says, have you ever tried hydrotherapy? And I said, no, I didn't even really know what hydrotherapy was. And
Okay.
I asked him about it. He says, next time you go to a hotel or motel or something, sit in a hot tub, see how it does. So I went to a hotel one night with my girlfriend at the time. We sat in a hot tub, slept like a baby that night. Got online, started looking for hot tubs, found me a company, went out and bought one. 6 weeks later, I had it delivered. That's the story.
Then you're like, okay, yeah.
Then after we get it,
there's more.
Yeah, as we were getting the hot tub, luckily my brother was there with me. The delivery crew dang near broke it in 2 pieces, getting it in the backyard. I said to my brother, this was a very trialsome time to get it in the backyard. It was heavy, it was oblong, we had to stand it up, we had to lay it flat, stand it back up, open a gate.
Wow.
I go, you want to deliver hot tubs for side, little mad money on the side? And he goes, are you crazy? He goes out of town at a business convention. I grab 2 of my daughter's friends. We go deliver 3 hot tubs the next weekend. He says, I just fired them guys. You got the gig.
Wow.
Hence 2 men in a spot alley.
And then the rest is history. That turned into where you said, I want to sell these things to the public because of all the benefits you've learned from them. I didn't realize it. When I bought my first hot tub, I'm like, it's just some cool thing to get into and be hot, and you can have a little fun, get the music going or whatever. They've got subs in them now and music, and spas and water, all that fun stuff. But there's a lot of super awesome health benefits to that.
The wellness of a hot tub is unbelievable, and we're into everything with it. You got the chill spas, the saunas, and the hot tubs. You go from one to the other, and the swelling that it reduces in your body, and then the heat that just relaxes you. Everything about it is just unbelievable. And I didn't even know that when I got in them. I just was doing it for a little sleep at night, get a better night's sleep, and then lo and behold, 22 years later, here we are with all the wellness benefits.
Very cool. And then, Nicole, when did you decide to join in here and help?
Well, I probably about, I think, almost 12 years after you guys had started, and there became a need, for them to do a lot more marketing from a digital perspective. So when I came on board, their website was pretty sad. And they needed a Facebook administrator. They they had a Facebook page, but there was only like 30 people who had, subscribed to it. They didn't do a whole lot with it. So I came in and just looked at stuff and said, well, how can we reach more people? And we found, better ways to do their websites and put more information out there, and just go try and reach as many people as we can about, the different services that they offer and the hot tub benefits. That's been a big deal. We've learned a whole lot from, providing more wellness to people, especially, and reaching, different people in that way.
Well, I tell you, the internet has really revolutionized the way you communicate, and with both your background, computer background, but what you're talking about with regard to what you brought, the marketing strategies, digital marketing. Your title we put up on the screen here, I'll put that up for everybody. You are the digital engagement director, but you've obviously tracked that, and you use a software that I recommend too to automate and systematize AI, all the neat things that are making that more readily available to get the word out about your business.
Absolutely. I think it's really important to give people a convenience factor there. People are very interested in hot tubs, but they have a lot of questions. They don't want to go in immediately and be hounded by a salesman, which I will say we are very low pressure sales. We don't like to hound people. We like to provide as much information as we can, but we want to do it in a way that makes people comfortable and in a convenient way. So that's why we offer as much information as we can on our websites and Facebook and, different videos that we can offer, things like that.
Yeah, well, the resources are there, and if you've got an expert, Dave, has it made your life a little easier to have somebody like Nicole to come in here and outline things for you, because this technology thing can get kind of wonky, kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a funny story when she referred to the website, as it was just, I would say now what I know or what I've seen her do was atrocious. But we had opened up an office out in Las Vegas, and I just threw a website together off of a pre-built image or something that we could share a calendar between St. Louis and Las Vegas, and we tried to do some marketing, some advertising on TV and radio, and they looked at us like, until you update your website, we're not doing nothing with you. So she jumped in, and I mean, gun-ho for her, because she looks at something once and she knows it. She's like the expert for me, and I understand it from the 20,000-foot view, but I just don't get in the nuts and bolts of it. And the technology has come such a long way since I threw my first website together.
Well, we were having a little pregame discussion, as we often do, and Nicole and I started to have a conversation, because we're both real techie nerds on the marketing side. And Dave looked at me, he's like, you guys want to have a private conversation you're talking about? But it's so vital to the survival. It's interesting, the radio guys were even telling you, nope, you're not even going to do marketing with us until you get that website up to date. And you got a great looking website now, so good job on that. And 2 websites and lots of great reviews and social media. It's all come together for you.
Mm-hmm. It has. We are really I'd give her 10, 15, 20 bucks to do some Facebook or Google stuff, and she would kept asking for more money, and I'm like, we're just getting started. We're a small company. We're just doing service work, and then we started getting into the sales, and some more money came in, and finally I realized, after these other marketing companies approached me, if she can do what they're doing, I can probably spend half the amount of money and get twice the amount of return. And I know she's happy now that I'm giving her the money to spend, and it's rewarding to me. I mean, we just opened a brand new showroom that we're having a grand opening here at the end of the month, and in 1 month, or really 3 weeks, we sold 29 hot tubs.
Wow.
It's one of the best months we've ever had, and it's only been open for, a month.
Wow. Nicole, how does that make you feel? I mean, it's got to be fun for you to see those kind of results.
Yeah, well, it's actually really funny. I'm super proud of everything we've done together, to make it everything accessible digitally. But the funniest part is that when we opened our new showroom, one of the biggest things I wanted were these big giant signs that sit out on the street corners, and they're about 30 inches by 48. They're
as
big.
Tall as her.
Yeah, they're huge signs, and they turned out fabulous. And they bring in just as many people as
Traditional
Facebook
signage.
and everything else. So for me, it's all about how can we reach people, how can we provide all the resources. But at the end of the day, you have two different kinds of customers: people who want to just pop in and take a look at things, and we're able to reach those people, and people who are interested and just need to do a little research before they feel comfortable. And I think that's the biggest thing is, making them feel comfortable with coming in and, our sales process and allowing them to talk to people. That's, I think, a really good, benefit to what we're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to spend quite a bit of money to get a hot tub, and that might be something they want to have a conversation. That's what we try to provide for people, by the way. Now you help me realize, I'm going to spend $5, $10, $15, $20,000. Some of these hot tubs, what's the most expensive hot tub available?
Oh, we can get all the way up to 40, 50,000 on the swim spas, and that's one of the goals of ours is that we preach on educating people. We're not, trying to just take a check and see you later. I mean, how many times have you bought a car and you got home? What does this do? What does that button do?
Right.
We want to educate people that we want you to spend your money on what you can afford and what you need. And that is really, I've got, the great thing about that is both myself and my sales guy, he started out in the delivery, then he did pools construction, and then he was in service for the longest time. So when people come in and have technical questions, we nail it. We're not this guy that just comes in and sells a hot tub and then we're gone. And well, yeah, it's blue and it's got a brown panel and it's got a cover on it. And if you want a set of steps, well, let me see if I can do that. But we are technical experts at the design of a hot tub, the functionality of it, what works, what doesn't work, what to look for. And that's what we want people to leave our showroom with, hopefully with a purchase. But obviously we want to educate them so that if they're not ready right away, that they know who to come back to find those answers.
Right, and that's the key to it. Again, we like to emphasize, here's a great platform. Hopefully, I can imagine everybody would like to talk to you face-to-face for half an hour, but let's record a nice little video where people can say, hey, I didn't get to talk to Dave personally. I didn't get to talk to Nicole personally, but I got to watch it. A lot of people they'll want to hear the video before they talk to you. Say, hey, let me learn about people. So that's why I want to give you the platform. We understand you guys are helping people quite a bit and give you that area where you can share what it is that you guys do for helping our community. Well, how long have you been doing this now entirely? So we started talking about the dates, but is this 20 years now?
22 years we've been in business.
Okay.
It'll be 23 in March, and it's, it really is about the health benefits. And we didn't think that in the beginning, although our very first sale, which we're inviting him to our grand opening, his wife was having back issues. Bought a hot tub from us, probably one of the nicer ones, spent a lot of money. We were like, wow, there's some good money in hot tub sales. And after she got that hot tub and they sat in it for a while, she's now no longer having back issues. And this was 22 years ago. And they're coming to our grand opening.
All right. Nicole, exciting for you too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm so proud of, just the path that they've gone on, and they've gone from deliveries and doing, storage to, doing service. So we work on all kinds of hot tubs on the Two Men and a Spa Dolly side, which is the parent company. And then we've grown into this, big sales company with, all these different options to allow people from really small hot tubs that are, two-person seaters, all the way up to giant swim spas that allow people fitness. And of course they can play in it, and it's a year-round pool. So that's always fun. But we have saunas and outdoor kitchens and stuff like that. So we have, we've gone from kind of small beginnings to, really large offerings, and it's become like the ultimate wellness store for your backyard.
Well, I'm putting up on the wall behind you over there, Nicole. I'll make this the wide shot right here, but a lot of reviews out there. People have had great things to say about you. Let me go over a couple of these reviews because it's neat to see what people have to say about businesses, and it looks like you're getting quite the response here. Let's go over a couple of these if we can, and you tell me what your thoughts are about these. So let me switch camera number. There we go. Then should be right there. There we go. But we recently purchased a hot tub from Hot Tubs of St. Louis. A huge deal for us was the fact that it was made in America, but the bonus was that the great service, well-equipped showroom. We went in browsing, but soon realized this was, but wait, there's more, what we were looking for. Our new hot tub was built, shipped, and installed in 2 weeks, and the delivery was exceptional. We could not be happier with our purchase, and have already and will continue to steer our friends who are looking to purchase a new spa to Hot Tubs of St. Louis. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, wow. they took quite a bit of time. You got a response. Thank you so much for your wonderful review. What's that? How's it? Tell me how that makes you feel, Dave.
Oh, it's awesome, because I was never a big review guy. Now I realize the importance of it. I realize the importance of the response to that acknowledging that they appreciate what they got. I mean, I got great service guys. I got great sales guys. I mean, my core infrastructure has got a minimum of 12 to 15 years with them, and some of them almost as much as I've been in the business at 18 to 22 years. Kevin, who's my main sales guy, he's been with us since co-op. He's in his 30s now, and he was doing half a day of work with us and half a day in high school. Started at 16. His mom actually interviewed him for us.
Really?
It was great. He's a good kid. He's a company man. I got a great delivery guy. I got great in-ground pool guys. I mean, this is a fun job. It's not like, if you're not having fun, then why do it? And I love it. You're talking to somebody different every day, different stories, different walks of life, why they want them, is it the hydrotherapy? Is it just having fun with your family? Is it the staycation event of it?
Right.
That's a big deal now.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, when you start talking about this, people can have a little vacation at the house. We're going to set up the hot tub, get it all going here, and make it like our own. Because what do you go to? Most of the resorts you go to, because, oh, wow, they've got a cool hot tub. They've got a little water park, whatever. You can essentially make that at home in your own house.
Yeah, there's a study that was done that a lot of Airbnbs call us for service work, and we got some spas in there as well. And they stated that 65% more bookings if there's a hot tub on location.
That's something to think about. We've got a couple of Airbnbs, and we had debated on whether or not to put a hot tub in there, but the maintenance, you worry about what are the risks, but you're saying
We take care of it
far
all.
outweighs, and something that can get you more bookings too if they have the hot tub. All right, everybody, we've got a lot of fun stuff we've been doing in the community, and we've got a little local gym that recently opened up, so we're going to share a little bit about that, and we'll come back here in just a minute. All right, everybody, we're going into Perform Fitness. And Como, let's see what's going on in here.
Hey, Carter. Welcome
Como, how
back.
are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Well, show me what you guys are doing here. I heard a lot of fun things.
Yeah, welcome to Perform Fitness. Happy to show you around.
All right, let's check it out. I'm going to leave the trophy right there. Is that all right?
Yeah, sounds
All right,
great.
yeah.
We'll start to the right here. We have a couple recovery rooms and wellness rooms, which I think really makes us unique. We have this room, which we're calling our multidisciplinary room, where we have physical therapy, athletic training, nutrition, all kinds of wellness activities that can happen out of here, massage. And then we have a recovery room that for now is outfitted with an infrared dry single person sauna and some Normatec boots. Thinking about how we can be creative in adding to our wellness in this area. And then we have a couple change rooms, some bathrooms, and what I think really makes us special is what we're doing with our training facility. So here we're an adult strength and conditioning and youth sports performance facility. Have some lobby space for our parents, hoping to get an air hockey table here to spice it up a little bit. And then we have about 2,500 square feet of turf and rubber with our equipment. We have benches, barbells.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey everybody, Cardinal Cowboy here. I want to invite all of you to be part of my new team. No, you don't have to put on a baseball uniform and be a super fan. Now, it would be a good idea to cheer for the Cardinals, the greatest team in the history of the National League. But I'm talking about the Gold Cowboy team. You know, I love to help people follow their dreams and reach their goals in business and in life. So that's one of the reasons why I'm telling you about my friends at My Metal Pro. They help people like you and I acquire gold and silver with a membership that lets you safely buy, sell, and store gold and silver. They make it real easy to get started. My Metal Pro isn't like the big guys you see on network TV or the big coin shops that take a huge commission. So become part of my Gold Cowboy team. Scan the QR code or go to goldcowboy.com and check it out. Giddy
I
up.
need to turn Pam onto that. Her and I were talking about that last night.
We're back, but we're talking about that gold has literally changed the way of the world. And it's actually been around for a long time, but check out the history on that. So thanks you guys for sticking around here with us. Let's talk a little bit about it. And we had a little discussion there for a minute during our break to talk about a cost analysis, or essentially the four phases that people have that they could really rehabilitate with. So give me a little breakdown how that works and what it is that you can do. You talked about the chill spa, and we had a commercial there for one of our local gyms and what they could do to help people to rehabilitate and even exercise. Talk about that for a minute.
That's where we've noticed a big surge, and a lot of the gyms are starting to do the chill spas. But in our industry, where we sell retail, we carry all the four stages. The chill spa, which you sit in about 36 degrees for about 2 minutes, and it reduces all the swelling. Then you transition to a sauna and gradually warm your body up, and it kills the toxins from inside. It's really great for firefighters. We're trying to do a program where we do like an auction where they send in the best picture of their firefighting skills, and then we give that away to whatever one gets the most votes. And then what our goal is hopefully the other firehouses purchase one or even bring one home personally for them.
Right.
And then once you get out of the sauna, then you jump into the relaxing hot tub and then just kind of chill out, and a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or a bottle of beer. And then if you really want to go to the fourth phase, and which is really beneficial, the swim spa, which you can use all year long because they got heaters in them. You don't have to shut them down like a pool, and you get a little exercise. It's nothing strenuous. It just kind of loosens up the muscles again, and that's what we call the four phases of wellness.
How long does the normal hot tub last these days? I can imagine that's a good investment, but they can last for quite a while.
A lot of them are all got the polymer sides, and the insulation is really good. I swear by CalSpa's insulation. It's one of the best in the business. But if you take care of it, or let us take care of it, you're going to get 15 to 20 years out of it without a problem. Now, is there going to be a service call here and there? Sure, everybody. Stuff breaks over time. But unless the shell's cracked or the frame's destroyed, you can rebuild that entire hot tub 15, 20 years later.
Wow. Just swap out the pump, swap out the heater, and let it, as long as you said the updated electro controls, et cetera, are different.
That was the biggest change in the hot tub industry. And I want to say it happened around probably around 2000 or early 2000s, as they went from air type switches to digital or touch screen switching. So that was the big change in what helps I know a lot of people get afraid of technology, but that really makes it so much a simpler process because the hot tub has got the brains built in it to do everything for you. Schedules, temperatures, you can turn them up and down remotely. You can monitor that if the power goes out of your house while you're on vacation, you get an alert on your phone. So the digital world has really added to the ability to take care of your hot tub.
Yeah, I said now you can there's a lot more you can control remotely too. You could even up and down the temperature and not even have to be in the tub. Is that true?
Yeah, you up and down on temperatures. You can change the filter cycles. It's minimal, but it's nice to know that if you lose power, you get an alert on your phone and your app, and it says, "Hey, this is not connecting anymore."
Gotcha. The technology world and Nicole helps us understand a little bit how it ties into this. Well, with that, tell me, why should somebody choose you guys? I can imagine that by now people are going, all right, these guys know what they're doing. Nicole, tell me, what is the number one reason to choose Hot Tubs of St. Louis?
Honestly, I think one of the biggest things that sets us apart completely.
Let me get you one quick break with that, because my camera locked up over there, everybody. So I'm gonna do a wide. I'm gonna do our wide shot there for everybody. But talk about that for a second right there. And actually, what we're gonna do is, go ahead and give me that. I'm just gonna step off right here as I get my camera adjusted.
I think that one of the biggest things that sets us apart really is that we're there for the whole experience, from product to purchase and beyond. We start here with educating the customer on what they need and find a hot tub within their budget for the purposes that they're looking for, whether it's pain management, sleep management, fitness. And then, we can educate them and help them from doing free water testing and help them with their chemical program and learn how to do that. And then if there's problems down the road, as Dave said, things break, things get worn out over time, we're there for that too. And, if they want to continue later on to upgrade their hot tub or buy a new one, we're there for that. So you get the experience with your salesmen and the same people the entire time.
Well, it sounds like you guys have this kind of covered from top to bottom. Dave, tell me you're quick. You got about a minute left here. Why should somebody choose you guys?
I think we are non-pressure. We are about educating people, and you can call the office and just any person can answer your question. They've all started at the bottom. They've worked their way up. They've been through service, delivery. They're in sales. They're in pools. We got a well-rounded unit, and they've been with me for the shortest term of anybody that could answer your questions is 10 to 15 years, and we go all the way up to 22 years. So that's where our expertise comes in, A to Z, sales, service, delivery, removals.
Sounds like you guys have it together from top to bottom. We'll touch on this real quickly. What is the biggest mistake that people make when they're buying a hot tub? And we might finish it up there. I'll point at you when we're running out of time.
I think the biggest mistake people come in is they want something for the cheapest price and they want the most jets. Don't get hung up on the amount of jets. It's about where the manufacturer places the jets. And we got prices all the way from about $4,500 all the way up to $45,000.
There you go. Stay tuned for the second show coming up, everybody. We're going to touch on a lot more and some of the other things you need to know about your hot tub.